Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dumb Ideas. We have a very special guest, our very first guest ever on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it is Carly.
Yay!
She has been mentioned a few times in past episodes, and she's now on it with us.
Yes. How do you feel?
Nervous.
You should be,
I should
probably.
be.
So, what are some new hot things that are happening right now?
Like in the world?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the
I don't
Kendrick
know,
and Drake beef?
because I literally
Unplugged.
don't know anything
Yeah,
anymore.
me too. I feel so lost, and everyone's like,
I
"Did
honestly,
you hear about this?" And I'm like, "No."
I don't feel lost. I feel perfectly in sync with everything.
You know what? That's good for you. I have
I-
withdrawals.
Yeah,
every day.
I feel like I'm not missing out, which I'm surprised about because I thought I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss all like the fun celebrity tea.
Wait, that's actually so good.
But like, I literally don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. Like people will be like, oh, have you heard this? And I'm like, no, but it feels like I wouldn't even care anyways. So
I feel like somehow I never
envy.
know, even though I'm definitely not unplugged. I just never know the celebrity tea anyways. I really don't know why.
I'm envious of that. So, like, I'm working toward that.
I feel like my side profile is going to be in it this whole entire time, and that is not
Me
the vibe.
too,
So I
'cause
need to
I'm
get
like
it
this,
out
and it's
there.
like
I know.
Guys,
So-
I'm
Trying
pretty
to resituate.
one of the main reasons Carly is here with us is because it's her birthday soon.
Woo! Yeah.
Well, actually, it's her birthday right now when you guys are listening.
Oh shoot!
It's
Yeah.
literally.
the day.
Yeah, this episode's getting posted on your birthday.
So right when you see this video drop,
Happy
Say-
birthday, Carly.
say, "Happy birthday, Carly!" Like out loud to yourself in your room, I guess. But you could
Yeah.
comment it also.
Yeah.
I'm 16.
16.
I'm so excited to
Sweet
drive.
16.
Oh shoot! Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
almost just said sweet 1600.
You're obsessed.
Monster High. I almost said it because I don't really say sweet 16 ever. That's not words that I utter.
That's such a weird word.
That is weird because it's like cow udders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I always think.
No, not utter. Utter.
Yeah, but they're very
Utter.
similar. Utter. You know, you say. I feel like you say them.
Yeah, you do say them the same.
I know it's supposed to be utter. Just like how I actually can't say ask correctly. I just did. No, I feel like I say it wrong a lot of the time.
I was just with asked. I like
Asked.
can't.
Sometimes-
It's so weird.
I say asked.
Okay,
Asked.
sometimes I pronounce words wrong on purpose, but not like I'm trying to be funny about it, but because like I'm a little bit lazy and I just kind of don't care. Like I'll say like I said sandwich, but I just said sandwich. Like sandwich.
I don't purposefully mispronounce words. It's just because I'm talking and I don't care.
I got made fun of like relentlessly on a mission trip for saying literally wrong. If I say it really fast, it sounds weird.
Oh.
What did you
People always
say?
like literally because I said it like that.
Like with a W?
It's like I'm gonna say it right now. I feel like, but if I
Yeah.
say fast, it's like literally. Or
It's like whatever. Yeah. Does
Yes.
everyone want to move on to our dumb idea of the week?
Ooh,
Yes.
yes. Who wants to go first?
You always go first, so I think you have to start.
Is it like a tradition now?
I think it's like now a tradition that you always have to start.
Okay, mine is a little bit illegal.
oh, okay.
Huh?
What?
So,
Like actually illegal?
just listen to the story.
Okay.
You were there.
Oh no.
One time, I was driving
One
home.
time.
Okay, like this week, I was driving home from a store. And I didn't 100% know how to get home. Because I didn't know how we got there. Because Aaron was supposed to be telling me. But he was
I told
on
her not to go.
he
told
was on the phone trying to order Taco Bell when I left the parking lot. And so I left the parking lot and I got in the left turning lane. And there was 4 lanes, 2 left turning lanes and 2 straight lanes.
Mm-hmm.
I got in the far left one, and then I was like, I hope we're supposed to go left. And then Aaron goes, "You're not." So I was like, "Now what?" Okay. I was like, "We're gonna get lost if we go left. What am I supposed to do?" There was nobody there. Okay. And so I started to like turn my wheel to like try to get into the lane, but like I turned, and then I was like in the lane sideways, and so I just kept
She was,
going.
like, across 3 lanes.
And so I kept going, and then all of a sudden I made a complete circle, and I was exactly back where I started. And so I waited like forever
I was so
after
scared.
that, and then there was still nobody there, and so I just backed up and like scooted over and got into the right lane, and then the light like a whole minute later the light finally turned green, and then we went.
Yeah, it was awful.
That was
The most
so scary. I
the
went home
worst
and I told my
experience.
parents, and they were like, "That's illegal." They're like, "If a cop would have seen you, you would have gotten a ticket." Like, I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like
Obviously.
okay, I was like so scared. Okay, we didn't like know where. Well,
You
I
were scared.
didn't know where it was.
I guess if no one was there and your blinker was on, you can move through as many lanes as you want.
Yeah, I feel like.
Can you?
Probably not in
Probably
the
not-
turning lane of the lights.
And
We
probably
were
not a circle.
We were at a stoplight. There were literally 4 things, and then she like went.
I'm just so
in-
into you that you on Discord.
I think okay, lots of people were in the places like in the other stoplight places, but
so
not in my
definitely
lane.
Saw us.
Yeah, 100%. Several people saw us.
So they were probably like, "What the hell's going on?"
Probably thought I was like drunk.
So mine actually also has to do with driving. So full disclosure, this was not this week, but it was recent. Also, before I start, I am a good driver. Okay, it happened, and hopefully it won't happen again. So, I was at Starbucks with my mom, and I was driving, and you know, we were like pulling out. Okay, and if you turn right, you're on the right side of the road, right? If you turn left, you have to go like this to be on the right side of the road, okay?
Mhm.
And my mom was like going back and forth between if we were turning left or right. And I was like, oh my gosh, which one is it? You know? And she was like, okay, we're turning right. And I was like, all right. And so I turned right, but I did not get in the right lane. I went like this, like I was turning left, but I was turning right. And so I got into the lane, and the cars were going this way. Yes.
Oh shoot!
But luckily, no one was that close. So my mom was like, I was like, what do I do? And so my mom was like, just like, she was like, get in the turning lane, get in the turning lane, get in the turning lane. So I got in the turning lane, and I got on the right side of the road, you know? But I was like, oh my gosh. So,
That sounds terrifying.
yeah.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Oh,
So we think that's because we were going between right and left that I just got bamboozled
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
myself.
That is.
oh my gosh.
You know what? Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's. Also, I just saw something that did happen this week, and it was a dumb idea.
Mm.
Can I say it too?
Yeah.
It's also driving one. Again, I promise I'm a good driver.
Are you sure?
So-
You sure?
Yes. This time it was not my fault.
Mm.
Okay, I was driving, so it was kind of I was driving. I broke my foot dancing, like 7 weeks ago. So I was at PT, and I was leaving PT, and the Sonic, also PT physical therapy. Yeah,
Mhm.
just gonna say because I told them that the other day, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know what that is."
Yeah,
so
some people who don't go don't
Yeah.
know, probably.
and there's like this is my physical therapy office, and it's like a what is it called, parking lot right here. Okay.
Oh.
And you have to cross this like one kind of road. I don't really know this to get to this Sonic, okay? And this Sonic, you drive in, and it very clearly states on the ground, to go this way whenever you get in, okay? And then this is the exit. So to exit, you go this way, and to enter, it wants you to go around. All right.
Mhm.
So, I was like, I started to turn my wheel this way to enter, and my mom was like, go straight. And so then I was like, okay. And I shouldn't have listened to her. I don't know why I did. And I knew I was going straight. And then I went straight. And then I'm just going into the exit. And I'm like, what do I do now? And like, there wasn't that many people. I think there was like 1 or 2 people. But like, it was no big deal. But then I was like, okay, stop driving. And I was like, all right. So I stopped driving, and I just pulled into a spot, actually. It was like the last spot.
Okay, stop driving.
And then whenever I backed out, I kept on hitting my mirror. So, because you know how I pulled in this way? You know, I'm supposed to be coming this way to pull in. I was really way too close to the thing, but I was like, I'm not freaking moving. Because that was embarrassing. And so, then when I backed up, I just, like, had cut the wheel immensely, and I didn't. So, that was my dumb idea. But I really am excited to drive by myself and get my license.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't do that too many times.
I'm scared to drive on the road now that you will have your license.
Yeah, I guess.
No, guys, I'm a great driver, I promise.
Okay, my dumb idea of the week is this past week, one of my closer friends at work, she left, and so I was like really sad.
Like she
And, like,
left or she left the day?
She left, like she doesn't work there anymore now. But like it was her last day, and I was like, telling her that now that she's leaving, I'm like gonna force her to play Fortnite with me. And she was like, you don't have to force me. So then I was like, okay, cool. And so later that day, we like exchanged our gamer tags, and I said that I was gonna, play Fortnite with her. And like this isn't 100% like my like fault, but like we just haven't played Fortnite yet, and I feel bad. So like my dumb idea of just not playing Fortnite with a friend that I'll probably never see again.
Oh, that was so sad. When you said it like that.
Probably will see her again, but
No, what? That was so sad.
Wait,
Friend that
it
I'll
was
probably
like
never
a
see
fun
again.
idea to keep us connected, and I need to
You should do it.
play Fortnite with her.
right
Wait.
now.
Has
We'll
she
wait.
tried to play
Oh.
it with you yet?
No, well the night that we exchanged gamer tags, we were gonna play, but I was already playing with my sister.
You should.
You could have let her play
Can't you
too.
play together? All of you?
Yeah, but she's always playing with other people too. So like you can't have more than 4 people. So like one of us would have to leave our group. But yeah, so I feel bad that I haven't played with her yet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was sad.
Your guys were scary.
You should have done a driving one too.
He doesn't drive.
Yeah, that's his dumb idea, is not having his license.
All right, you gotta get back at it.
Like I genuinely I believe I could be diagnosed with a phobia.
Can you get diagnosed with phobias?
Yeah,
Like it's a diagnosis, it's
I'm
not
pretty sure
just...
phobias are diagnoses.
How would one go about that?
Therapy.
No, I totally do not blame you for not wanting to drive, especially since whenever you're riding with me and then you're like, slow down. Like,
Yeah.
not because I speed, but like slow down like around the turns and the curves.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you're driving, you have control of all of that.
Yeah,
Mm.
in your car. But you don't have control of what the other people...
You
are
don't
doing.
have any control over anyone else on the road. And that's terrifying. And that's not the only reason I'm scared of driving. It's just like the entirety of it just like brings me so much anxiety. And I've said this before. Literally just thinking about driving, like my heart physically starts like racing, and
Mm.
like I start like getting like hot.
Oh.
Did something happen?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. Getting back into the little topic-ish of today. Kind of like birthdays-ish is the theming because it's Carly's birthday.
Okay.
So like what was like can anyone think of like their favorite or like the most memorable birthday memory they have?
Shoot, most memorable.
This
Or
These
favorite.
things are always really hard.
I have one already.
Okay.
I just thought of. One of my like special little birthday memories is I think it was my 7th or 8th birthday whenever I lived in Tennessee. I don't know if it was literally on my birthday. I think it was. But we were at McDonald's and it was just like me and my family, and we were like sitting in a booth while my mom was ordering our food. And when I was sitting there, my sisters were like sitting across here and I was sitting like over on this side of the booth. So like we were on opposite sides, and I was facing where like the line and the front counter would be.
Okay.
And like through the crowd of people, it was kind of like a movie scene in my memory.
Okay.
my grandparents like came like peeking through the crowd,
Okay.
and like it was just they surprised me because they didn't live there.
Oh,
that's cool.
wait.
So it was like
that's so
they surprised
cute.
me for my birthday
Like
at McDonald's.
Patty and Steve.
Yeah,
That's so cute, actually.
and I was so excited.
Okay, so do you want to go next?
See, I don't really know, but there was this one time. It was my 13th, 12th birthday, where everyone was just. I asked everyone, if they could come to hang out or something like that, and everyone was like, "Nope, sorry, can't do that. Nope, sorry, can't do that." And I was like, "Wow, these bitches." And then who watches this?
It's okay.
Everyone.
Your mom.
I was
Actually, though.
like, "Wow, these kiddos, how disrespectful." And then, actually, Aaron was the only one who was like, "Yeah, I can make it."
Yeah.
And then, like, I was going to go to movies the 29th, May 29th, because that's my birthday, and Cruella de Vil was coming out, like, May 28th. And my mom was like, it was May 28th, and she was like, we've got to, it was just going to be me, Aaron, and, like, my mom or something like that. And she's like, we've got to go to the movie theaters to get the tickets. And I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever done that before, like, the day before. So, but we went, and I was like, okay, I was there, and, like, I turned the corner, and all my friends were there. Except for Aaron. No, I'm
Hanging
kidding.
out
Aaron was there.
without
Separate.
her. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
We were there for her surprise party.
Yes. It was a surprise party, and they were all there. And I don't think I looked super excited, but, like, I was excited. I feel like you guys told me
No,
I was, like...
Yeah, but you could
You
definitely
were
tell that you were excited.
confused
Yeah, I
because
was...
you walked around the corner and you're like,
There was too many people there.
I was definitely confused. But then we went and saw Cruella de Vil, went back, and we had a little party, and some of our family friends from, like, New York were there, too, I think. They, like, were coming through like they do every so often. And, yeah, it was fun.
I
But
remember that.
that just was, like, a memorable moment, and I definitely was excited that you guys were there. But Aaron just felt so bad that everyone was saying no,
Yeah.
because I was sad, so I was like, I can't say no.
because like her mom had told us all to like, well, she didn't tell us all to say no, but Carly had tried to plan something that was exactly her surprise party, and so everyone was like saying no, and I was like, I don't want to. That's so unrealistic for everyone to say
Yeah.
no. Also,
That's
so
so movie.
I was like, I have to say yes.
This birthday,
Mm.
well, not my actual birthday, but my birthday party thingy, that was also supposed to be a surprise. But I kind of had a little bit of a hunch just because my aunt wanted to do something while everyone was here, because everyone's here for my oldest sister's wedding. But like all of our family was gonna be here, but then they were all leaving like the day of my birthday, like the day before, and I was like, well, that's kind of sad,
Yeah.
And then I brought that up to my dad just because we were all talking about it. I just shouldn't have said anything because my dad, he started feeling bad. And so, like, the next day, I think I went to a sleepover or something. And the next day I came home and he was like, oh, you should go look at, like, in the guest room on, like, this side of the bed. And I was like, what? And I went and there was, like, a bunch of fireworks. And then he told me that they were planning a surprise party, but he felt bad because I was sad. So then he told me, so it's not really a surprise party, but it'll be fun. Right now, I think the plan is just going to be, like, an outdoor something, like a barbecue and stuff like that. And I love those vibes, like summer
Me too.
and, like,
Me
4th
too.
of July. So we're going to have fireworks because I love fireworks. And I think we're going to have s'mores.
I feel like surprise parties always get ruined. Even if it's like, even if you don't like catch it, I feel like someone always gives it away. Like, for my surprise party for my 18th, McKenna was like, I'm sorry I can't make it to your party. And I was like, what party?
I was there, and then she was like, oh, and then
Yeah.
we all started laughing. But did you still even know?
So I was
Because
like,
you
I
definitely
did
didn't
already
when you
know
got there.
because, okay, I actually knew before because Naomi was like, we were talking about the first party.
You did not know.
Listen,
You literally.
let me
Okay.
tell you the story, okay? So we were at Freddy's. We were talking about my original surprise party that like made a mess of everything, and then Naomi said, "But weren't you planning another one?" And then Seuss goes, "Stop! She doesn't know about that." And I was like, I can literally hear all of that you just
literally
said.
hear all of that.
What?
And so I just kind of played it off like I didn't hear it. And then I forgot about it. And then McKenna said that. And then I was like, okay, so that's 2 things now. And then I was like, completely forgot about it, I guess, because the day of the party, I was very surprised. I did not know it was. I should have known, because there was so many clues. We arrive and there's 700 cars in the driveway,
Still didn't know.
and I'm still like, oh, my parents have friends over. And then we walk in,
You
and there was
would not solve a mystery.
no.
Anna, your favorite thing?
Well, honestly, that one was probably my favorite birthday party, because I just felt I was not having a great time that year, like previously. Like, I was not feeling like I had very many friends. And then all of a sudden, there's a surprise party, and there's like 20 people there. And it's like, that was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
so I definitely think that that was my favorite birthday experience so far. Like, everyone was there.
Mhm.
And that's was great.
Yeah,
So-
it was cool.
Any other birthday memories anyone can think of?
My 15th birthday party during COVID, and we went to the drive-in for the very first time, and we watched Wizard of Oz, and we were sitting in the back of a truck, and we were dressed in black, white, and red 50s outfits, and you guys were all wearing leather jackets, and I was wearing a dress, and like that was just like we had
That was
so
so
fun.
we had glass Coke bottles, like, and we kept scaring each other with like Wizard of Oz stories,
Oh,
like
yeah.
of the on-set stories. Like,
Mhm.
that was just like a crazy experience.
That was really fun.
Yeah,
That was such a fun. I love the drive-in.
me too. I've only been once.
I've only been
We need to go again.
twice.
So for mine, I'm not really sure if that was my favorite. I mean, I probably was one of my favorites. I just have a really hard time picking anything or any favorites, so I'm always like, it could be this or it could be that. But that one was definitely very memorable, and that was one of my faves for sure. But also last year was really fun, just because it was fun,
Yeah.
and it was fun hanging out with people. And whenever we were all telling like scary stories that night, and when people were staying over,
Mhm.
we're gonna tell
No.
scary stories at my party on Saturday probably.
Okay, I'll have to come up with some. I feel like we shared all of our scary stories.
We can.
Kaylee will probably have 1,000 more.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
I know.
She
I
was,
was
she
Probably
was like, I
haunted.
mean, this one's not really scary, but there was this demon who came and crawled in my sleeping bag when I was camping, and I was like, okay.
Oh man, that is funny.
That is so funny.
I keep on getting in trouble because I keep on touching the mic.
Yeah. My last year birthday was so fun because it was
Yes.
a bonfire, and we all dressed in 70s summer camp.
Was
Like-
that the Camp Daybreak one?
Yeah, like we were like, I made up this whole storyline about a horror slasher themed story that's based in the 1970s at a summer camp, and like we all like dressed up as like the camp counselors and characters from that story, and we like had a bonfire and ran around my grandma's yard, and it was so fun. Well, it's like everyone's like golden birthday. Do you guys know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mine will be when I am 20.
Your golden birthday's next year.
Shoot! Next year!
Mine's gonna be when I turn 24, so 4 years from now is my golden birthday.
Mine's gonna be when I turn 29. So.
50
You-
years
13
probably.
50 years from now.
So
she-
13 years from Wednesday.
Or from today if you're listening.
13?
Okay, I don't know much about golden birthdays, but I know they're like, special.
Mm.
Like, is there anything like you guys want to do on your golden birthday?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Haven't thought about it. Go to Egypt.
I mean, you have
if I haven't.
13 years to think about it. You have 1 year to think about it.
That's crazy. I'm sad because my golden birthday is like so soon, you know? And like once it happens, it's gone.
Well, it's sad if you think about it like that.
But like, cause like I've been looking forward to it for like,
yeah, and now it's finally
years.
here. It's taken 20 years. So I think yeah. I think that it's fine.
that was horrid. Thinking about me being 20 years old
It's weird.
is
Being in your 20s is
A weird
It still
concept.
hasn't hit me.
like I'm 19, which kind of sounds like a cool age to be. Which I kind of talked about that before on the other previous episode.
You'll be 19 for what longer? A whole year.
Truth.
You turned 19 yesterday when this is filmed.
Oh yeah.
At the time of filming, yes.
At the time of filming, Anna's birthday was just hours ago. I don't know. I've never thought about golden birthday. I've always been like, ooh, my golden birthday. But I've never thought like what do you do on your golden
Yeah.
birthday?
I'll probably like cover myself in like gold paint and then like go streaking or something.
Oh wow. That's wild. No one's gonna do that with you.
I haven't thought about what I was going to do either. But if I haven't gone to Egypt by then, I might. I don't know. I really want to go to Egypt. It's just been a thing where I'm like, oh, Egypt seems fun, so now I just really want to do it. Even if I don't even really need to go there anymore, I just want to.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I love history, and ancient Egyptian history is most of my favorites. And there's just a lot of cool history there, and then also there's just so much. There's like cities there, just there's a lot of different vibes. So I feel like it'd be really fun.
Yeah. Egypt sounds cool.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe each golden birthday we could have a trio travel,
A trio travel.
Trio travel.
or
Should
not.
we?
Obviously, it doesn't have to be on the golden birthday, but like
Right.
golden birthday year, we
We'll
could have a
probably-
trio travel.
I want to go to Egypt for my golden birthday. Like I thought that was like a really good idea. I like just came up with that.
Oh, that is a great idea that you just came up.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah. Wait, what's Egypt?
Wait, what state is that? Is it the first
What
Oh.
state is that?
one?
Shoot. Hey, wait. What state is that? The 51st.
The 51st, right? No. Maybe like for my golden birthday, we can do a cross-country road trip where we literally go across the country.
On a road trip.
I thought you were gonna say we had like a hike across country or like bike or something like that. And I was
Absolutely
like,
not.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Why would you think
No.
he would say that?
I don't know. I just like it sounded like
No, like
it.
we can. I'll like start now. I'll start like planning like this big map, and I'll find little pins to stick where we're gonna stop, and we're gonna start. I guess we'd have to start here.
I guess I'm driving.
Well, Carly, you guys could take turns.
By then, hopefully you have your license.
When he's
Probably not.
24. That's crazy.
Anyways, so like I'm gonna start this map. I'm gonna get a map of the United States, and I'm gonna pin each like destination I want to stop at, and we're gonna start somewhere, and then we're just gonna go across the whole country.
And then we have to come back.
I'll be strategic.
Just like make it a circle or a heart. Oh, that's cute.
So Carly wants to go to Egypt. I want a
Down.
cross-country road trip. Did you? Oh, you want to streak in gold paint? All right.
No, we have to figure out what my
Both of ours is
what
traveling.
my trio travel
Yeah.
is.
What's your trio travel?
To New York, and we go see a Broadway show.
Yeah,
Period.
Or
that's cool.
California.
What can? This is another hard question. Your best and worst gifts you've been received.
I never know.
You've received.
Can I have like a few good and a few bad?
Nope. Not this time.
I never know what to say.
It doesn't literally have to be like this. Literally was my worst, but like this one wasn't the best gift. But I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
You know
I saw something funny.
what?
So I'm not saying this is the worst gift.
Mhm.
It was probably my worst reaction to a gift, though. One day, it was one of my parties, and I was 7-year-old Carly phase probably, and Anna got me a bag, and it had a bunch of different stuff. Okay, do you know what I'm talking
No.
about? Bag.
I can't believe it was Anna's gift.
I
Actually, I
pulled,
can't believe that.
I pulled out of the bag, I pulled out the bag and it was underwear, but it had lemons on
Whoa.
What?
it.
Oh, it was like an
Because
inside
there's
joke.
an inside
okay?
joke about lemon underwear. I can't remember why. We probably really sleep
Okay,
deprived, and we were
it's
joking.
a thing. It was not weird, okay? It was a thing.
That's all you got her?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
It was like an inside joke. I think we were probably sleep deprived one day, and we were like, "Oh, lemon underwear," or like we said something that sounded like it. And so it was like it was a very big running joke, okay? And then it was I pulled out of the bag, yeah. And I was like, I think I like dropped it back in there, and I was like upset or something. I didn't even
I
remember.
think you were probably just embarrassed.
Yeah, I think I was embarrassed, and it was not a very good reaction that I had because it was a joke. It was a funny little haha, goof, and I was not very goofing. And another little add-on to that story was, and there was plenty of other stuff in the bag too. That's not the only thing that's coming.
Yeah, I got her other stuff that was good.
But then there was one day at our old dance studio, and you like changed there to like get into your dance clothes, get out of your dance clothes. You know, not you.
Oh.
Just everyone changes. And I changed in the
Did
bathroom.
you see me?
I changed in the bathroom, and I think one day I might have been wearing the underwear. Or actually, maybe I was just carrying, or maybe I just had the day. I don't know why. Okay, but
You was
at some
carrying.
point,
She's getting use out of it. She actually secretly liked it.
I don't know if I was like I just had it, or if I had worn it that day or something. I really have no freaking clue why I had underwear. But I think I dropped it in Grand Allegro because
Pause. You don't know why you had underwear?
I don't have that underwear. And I think at some point someone picked up the look whose underwear is that. I was like, bro, I have no clue what the dawn is that doing here, you know?
Deny,
I remember
deny.
that so
I never told that happened, right? That's
I remember that so hard. Yes, that
So-
was so funny.
So I'm not making that up. Someone did find it in Grand Allegro. So I was like lying.
Oh
But-
my
Yeah.
god.
That was good.
So I don't know if that was actually one of my worst or best, but that was just like a funny gift story.
Yeah, that might not have been the best idea on my part, but it was so funny because it was an inside joke and it was so funny, okay? I don't remember what it was, but I remember that.
Mhm.
Remember one time we were outside and we were playing with the clay in your backyard
Mm-hmm.
and we were wearing swimsuits because maybe we like just got out of the pool or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like cleaning each other off. And then you like with the hose.
Oh,
we were like
yeah, yeah.
spraying each other with the hose to like get the dirt and clay off. And then you like grabbed the railing and you sprayed my butt.
So it did get worse. It was like, because when we had our reactions, you were like, no, it's not that bad, kind of like, and then it was.
I feel like I remember that kind of. I think I do remember that one a little bit. But I think it was that's wild. This did remind me of one story about Anna being crazy.
Mhm.
I was at her house. This was her old house. I was in her room. Maybe we were literally having heat exhaustion because it was so hot in that room.
I'm scared, like
And
so
It
scared.
was like the middle of the night. And I don't know what was going on, but you were being absolutely wild. At some point, you were over by that like crystal lamp. I feel like you were doing something with it. You're being absolutely crazy. I was like, what is going on? You're like, it's that time of night or something like that. I don't even know what it was. You're like, yeah, it's just, and no one could tell if you were just actually losing your mind or if you were messing with us. And we were like, Anna, it's like, we need you to settle down. You're like, no, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, you were just being like actually insane. And we thought that you were like, and we were like, Anna, are you like kidding? Or, like, what's going on? We couldn't tell because you just like kept on playing the bit. And I still to this day don't really know if it was a bit or not. But
it was a bit. I was totally joking.
Anna was a bitch when she was younger.
That is so embarrassing, you guys. Also,
Okay,
I remember that.
wait,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, but we have to move on. It's already almost 10.
No, that was so funny.
We're probably gonna not do best gift
okay.
because we just don't really have time.
My
tonight,
worst-
but what's
okay.
your worst gift? I feel like I don't want to like be like that, but I feel like I'm a really good gift receiver. Like when
But
I
that
get a
doesn't-
gift, I don't think I've ever not liked it or not used it or not.
I mean, I've always
And I
been
know-
grateful. maybe my worst gift was receiving a whole bag of watermelon candy.
Do you not like watermelon?
No, I do not like water. It's like the only candy that I know I don't like.
What candy was it, like, specifically?
It was like a bunch of different kinds.
Mm.
It was like a watermelon themed gift, and there was like a face mask, and it was watermelon face mask.
So it was, like, aesthetic.
Yeah, but there was also like a bunch of watermelon candy, and I was like, "Thank you."
Mm.
Yeah,
Let's see. I mean,
there's probably
I've
worse.
gotten just towels and sheets before,
Yeah, that's
and that
kinda
was like
sad.
my whole like Christmas present.
Towels and sheets, and you're
Did
not
they get
even moved
anything else?
out.
They were on my Amazon list in their defense, but
Mhm.
like that's all I got. Like I got like stocking things, but like the main event was just like 2 towels and like a bedspread.
But I mean, like if like you
But I
wanted
still
it,
obviously use them to this day. Like
Yeah.
useful gifts, I think,
are the
are
more
the most boring.
yeah, because it's like, oh, I
Because-
wanted something I didn't need.
Yeah.
And now it's time for
Our weekly segment of ASMR.
Alright. So as we do every week with our ASMR, we each will have 3 items that we found throughout the week that we think would sound really good on ASMR. And so we're gonna share those with us. Share those with you now.
Okay. I hope you're good and relaxed.
Yeah. Sit back and relax.
Relax. I'm gonna be honest. I definitely watch ASMR. ASMR is fun, and people can go cry if they are upset by that. Aaron, why don't you go first?
Alright. My first trigger. I don't know, this one's gonna be good. It sounded better when I did it earlier.
Okay,
I hope that sounded good.
me too. Now, for my first trigger, it is going to be a Snickers bar. A candy bar. Okay, for my first trigger, I have some Scooby-Doo snacks. So this is perfect because I just got nails today. I don't even know if you can see them if you're watching the video, but they're like white, little French kind of, and then on 3 nails, and then pink on 2 nails, and then 3 pink on the other hand, and 2 white on the other hand, and they have little hearts on them.
Alright, my next trigger is going to be an Xbox One game controller. Dun dun. What was that? That was the Xbox turning off.
Oh.
Alright, next.
My next trigger is some scissors that I found on Aaron's basement floor. Thank you.
next is a used cat brush. You picked this. Yummy.
It's a whole hairball on your fingers.
Who wants to be brushed?
No. Not with that brush. My third and final trigger are some tweezers. I didn't even think about using it that way. How do you think of using it? Like on this one I was gonna do.
You used tweezers how they were supposed to be used, and it said, "Ooh, I didn't even think about using them that way."
I could like trigger one and you could like that's good. My third and final trigger is kind of, they're like one trigger, but there's multiple things. Which one should I use? I'll do this one. That is a remote, and then we have a brush. Can we do some mic scratching real quick? Okay, guys, that was good. Good job.
Yeah, I feel like that was our best ASMR week so far.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because we have an expert.
Yeah, expert ASMR artist.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it.
Alright, guys, so for this next segment, we are going to tell spooky, scary skeleton stories.
Yes.
Basically, I love scary things. I love scary stories. Anything that gets your adrenaline going really is kind of up my alley. So for my birthday episode, I guess we're doing that. So we have 3 stories. I'll be telling the first one, then we'll probably just go down the line. All right. This is off of Reddit. The user is u/by wonderful. I think this is a screenshot, so I really can't see all of it. So I'm really sorry about that. Anyways, my wife keeps introducing me to people who aren't there. I thought she was playing a practical joke the first time she did it. I was in the kitchen when she walked in the front door mid-conversation. She gave a brief pause and introduced me to no one, apparently called Jeff. I gave her a quizzical glance, but she carried on the conversation, going as far to pause, as if waiting for the other person to reply. Really, Ian? You can't even say hello? There's no one there, I cried. We didn't talk for a few days, and then on the weekend she asked if I wanted to go have some drinks with some friends. I was still cranky, but agreed. She was my wife. We arrived to an empty apartment. She told me not to bother knocking. My wife smiled as she let herself into the apartment. She said she'd never hear us knocking over all the chatter. My heart began to race as I watched my wife lean down, hugging people who were not there. She gave names of who was sitting in the empty chair. I stared around the empty room, dazed. I gingerly took a seat in what I was hoping was an empty chair. You know what I mean, and tried to play along with my wife. It happened again the next week. An art gallery opening, her friend's exhibitation.
Yeah,
Exhibit. But
Just say exhibit.
I started to lose my when I stood in an empty gallery, looking at empty picture frames. When I heard my wife ooh and ah over a empty frame, I couldn't contain myself any longer. What the hell's got into you? She hissed. I played along with the start, but this is a joke. There's no one in the room. Her face changed to worry. I haven't been playing any practical joke on you, I swear. I think you need to go to the doctor. My wife wouldn't let up about me seeing a doctor, so I gave in and found myself sitting in an empty doctor's office, my wife nodding along to an empty office chair. A week or so later, I arrived to my wife preparing dinner in our kitchen. She gave me a sheepish smile, a kiss on my neck, and told me she was sorry for messing with me. She was my wife, and I loved her. Chris was one of my college buddies. We had recently reconnected, and he invited me and the wife over for dinner. I greeted Chris and introduced him to my wife. We made small talk. My wife was reserved, and I tried to include her more in the conversation. After a while, Chris gave a nervous laugh and asked if everything was okay. He looked awkward, his eyes not quite meeting mine. It's just that there's no one there. My wife tells me she's real. I can feel the warmth of her skin against mine. She's my wife. I believe her.
That's
Ew.
a cool story. That's really confusing. Also, whenever I got that one, I did not realize it dropped the F-bomb like 3 times.
What do we rate that one? Out of 1 out of 10
Ghosts.
ghosts.
1 out of 10 ghosts, I'm gonna say like a 4. 4 ghosts? 3 ghosts?
It was honestly a bit confusing at that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Like, I think it's a cool concept, but I don't think I fully get the concept.
Right.
I wasn't very spooked.
Mm.
So, I mean, it was a good story still. So maybe 4, like Anna said, 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it like 4.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Ghosts.
Good medium ghosts.
I guess there's scary, disturbing stuff like that.
Ooh.
I like creepy things like
Mhm.
that.
I think the
stuff,
last
yeah.
story will definitely be more like that.
Yeah.
I think. I didn't read the whole thing. I read the beginning, and I was like, ooh, and I didn't want to read the rest because I wanted to be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So this is called The Eerie Attic. Before Reddit.com user Digsaws got to recounting their scariest of ghost stories about living in a place that was obviously teeming with honest-to-goodness members of the spiritual world, they pointed out the irony of ghost stories that begin with the phrase, "I don't believe in ghosts, but..." After all, no matter how many...
Is this like a description before we start?
No, this is the story.
Oh.
After all, no matter how a ghost story begins, it always hinges on the notion that, come on, of course we believe in ghosts. A few years ago, I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia, they went to recall. It was my first time living on my own. The apartment block had been built in the 1930s. I'd been there for a few months when I came home from work one day and went into the bathroom. I saw something strange. A wooden board, which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to a small attic space, lay fractured in 2 pieces on the ground. I examined the pieces. The board was an inch thick, and it would have taken Bruce Lee to break it. I thought the landlord had sent someone to work on the attic. It was frozen stiff. I was frozen stiff with fear. Someone is up there for sure.
Read your Mr. Nightmare voice.
Someone is up there for sure, I thought. I emailed pictures to the landlord asking if anyone had been there, with an undertone of annoyance since she hadn't warned me. Her reply read, "Please call me as soon as you are able to." I called and she explained that her last 2 tenants had said the same thing happened. She promised to replace the board, and she did. A month later, I woke up one night around 4 a.m. My body was covered in goosebumps. It felt like someone was rubbing his or her hands on me. Everything was silent, but then I heard a dragging sound coming from above my bed. It was as if someone was pulling a sack of potatoes. I froze, convinced someone was up there. There's no way an animal can make that sound. After 5 minutes, I worked up the courage to turn on the light, armed myself with a cricket bat, and walked to the bathroom. That's when I saw that the new board covering the hole was broken in 2. I felt sick. The dragging sound had stopped, but I heard something else. Whispering. The sound was clear and coming from the attic. It sounded like children's voices, and I could hear one sentence repeated over and over. "It's your turn. It's your turn." I switched on every light in the apartment to make things feel normal. It was 5 a.m. and dark outside. I watched TV to try to unwind. Then a fuse blew. My pet, Budgie? Dexter, whom I kept in the kitchen, usually never made a sound at night. But he started squawking, like he was being strangled. I'd never heard him make those sorts of noises. He was screaming. I grabbed my car keys, ran out, sat in my car, and waited there until the sun came up.
Yeah, what?
When I saw people walking their dogs, this comforted me enough to go back in. The front door was open, but I figured I might have forgotten to close it when I ran out. I went to the kitchen to check on Dexter, but he wasn't in his cage.
I thought he was Budgie.
No, Budgie is what he is.
Oh.
Dexter is his name.
What is a budgie? Maybe a bird?
I think it's a type of bird.
Look it up.
Oh.
I felt sick again. All my windows were closed, so I looked everywhere inside. When I walked to the bathroom, I heard splashing. Dexter was half drowned in the toilet. I took him out, washed him, and dried him. I was so confused. At 8 a.m., I had called the landlord to give her a watered-down version of the night. "Oh, wow, you heard the whispering too?" she said.
I think this is a budgie.
A bird.
I stayed in the apartment for another 18 months. I heard the whispering on a few occasions, and twice the board covering the hole in the ceiling moved. Although I live elsewhere now, the landlord recently called. She said that her new tenants had begged to speak with me about some of the stuff that's been going on there. Forget it. It's their problem now. That's it.
So Budgie was murdered, or Dexter was murdered?
Halfway.
Halfway.
Oh, halfway.
That one, I actually got goosebumps at.
I'm gonna
certain
say, like,
points.
Yeah, I'm going to say 6 ghosts out
I'll
of 10.
say 7 because I got goosebumps.
The actual goosebumps happened.
Maybe 6.
Okay, our last story of the night is called The Boy with No Eyes. One night, when I was 10, I was woken up by my bedroom door opening, followed by someone sitting in my bed. Reddit.com user Kmindo4 recalls of a childhood brush with a very persistent ghostly apparition. I felt my leg grazed in the bed sink under a person's weight. It's just Mom, I thought, and I opened my eyes. It was not my mom. I found an eyeless boy. He had black, empty sockets, about my age, sitting at the foot of my bed. He extended his hand, and in it was a little box. I was startled, but reached out. He pulled back. I reached again and said, "Give it." Then I blinked. And when I reopened my eyes, he was gone. But I could still see the imprint where he had sat on my bed. Fast forward 5 years. My girlfriend came over to do homework. After she finished, she took a nap while she waited for her parents. When they arrived, I tried waking her up. She opened her eyes suddenly, looking up at a corner where the wall met the ceiling. She pointed there and went back to sleep. I shook her again. She came to a full consciousness, and I explained what she'd done. She looked haunted. Up on the wall, I saw a little boy with no eyes. He was there, in a Spider-Man pose, staring at me. I freaked out and told her my story about the same kid. Fast forward another 5 years. I was with the same girlfriend and we had a 2-year-old. We were living in my parents' house, in my old room. My daughter started waking up at the same time every night, and she'd talk. After a while, I noticed she had almost the same conversation every night. I playfully asked her once whom she was talking to. She said, "It's little boy. He's nice. He's lost and looking for his mommy." My daughter's nightly conversations continued until we got our own place later that year. That was
That's it.
Wow. How old was he whenever it first happened?
10.
10.
I think that would have been spookier if there was more.
Yeah. It was almost like every paragraph it got like, oh, it's gonna get scary, and then it just like stopped.
And then it stopped, yeah.
I also wish stuff was like expanded upon.
Yeah. And I almost feel like the scary thing was literally the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
that was like the scariest part, and it wasn't
Which is the
like
only
it
part of
wasn't
it.
like we didn't get to like wait for the scary. Like
Yeah.
it was just already.
Which is
there.
there.
I would give that one also a 7.
I would say 5 ghosts.
I really don't know. Maybe a 5.5 or a 6.
I wish it would have been a little bit scarier.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty fun episode. Did you feel like birthdayified?
Yeah. I think it was fun. I liked it.
Good.
Should we give her a present?
No.
We did for yours though.
Yeah, but we should wait for her party. So I thought we were
Okay.
going to give one. I already said too much.
Are you guys' presents like combined?
Well, we
Yeah.
don't even know if we're gonna see her on her birthday.
Okay, let's give one now. Go get it. Close your eyes, Carly.
Horse girl? I'm not like the bestest gift receiver. I love them and I'll probably react
That's
really well, but
okay.
I'm not gonna be like, you know.
This is going to be like
I-
iconic now. Anytime
Well-
we have to give a gift,
It's
it
just
has to
gonna-
be in that bag.
It's just gonna be in this horse
Can I open my
bag.
eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I love the back.
We can trade down the train.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's so cute. Now we all have matching bags. They all
Yes.
have the same bag.
Now,
What color is your guys's?
no, wait. This comes with something. No, it doesn't come with something.
It comes with a choice.
With options.
Yeah.
So you can either keep that one,
Mm-hmm.
or we can switch, and you can have the blue one.
Because we know you like blue.
So bad decisions.
So, for those of you still confused, Anna and I have this exact same bag. Mine is red, and hers is like a light blue. And now Carly has this like cream colored one, and we're giving her the choice because we know she loves blue. So we're giving her the choice if she wants to keep this one or take Anna's blue bag, and they can swap.
I'll have to decide. I don't know. I think
'Cause,
this
like,
would go
there's-
with more.
Yeah, that's like there's pros and cons to both. Like that
Mhm.
one is new,
Mm-hmm.
like doesn't have any.
Bought for you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we bought that for you, and it goes with more stuff. But blue is a fun color, but like I've used it.
I'm gonna keep this one.
Okay, are you sure?
Keep the cream.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Well, thank you
Technically,
guys so
yeah.
much.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. and you get another gift later.
All right.
Anyways,
That was fun, guys.
yeah.
I hope to be on the pod again sometime.
Yes, you have to come back again. Maybe if you would not
So
keep
touch the mic.
Keep touching your
messing
mic.
up the microphone.
You might be banned.
But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Comment happy birthday to Carly because it's her birthday, obviously.
Obviously.
And
No, I think that was a good one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Catch ya on the flip side.
bye. See you next
Bye,
time.
guys. We should go get frozen yogurt after this.
Well, it's already.
If
9.
we're gonna
Or ice
go
cream.
get something, I was gonna say why not ice cream over frozen yogurt.
I feel like we definitely had some funny stories and funny things throughout that.